Facebook video in my car on my way home, you know, my hair all messy and no makeup, and all you guys shared it like 600,000 times. I did my makeup backstage, so I look better now. But yeah, it brought up a really important topic, which is the safety of essential oils when you're using them around your small animals. And so we kind of addressed, in my video, I addressed, you know, well, the treatments that the veterinarian utilized were not really the treatments that we would necessarily use for a toxicity type of situation. But it is important to know that we do need to be careful with cats in particular when we're diffusing essential oils and use therapeutic grade, you know, certified for therapeutic grade oils, which is really important, as well as, you know, if you're diffusing, making sure that you're leaving the room door open so that the animal can leave if they desire.
So I guess, you know, the real question is it safe for us to use essential oils with pets in the home, whether it's diffusing or topically? You know, what are your thoughts, Dr. Fezzo?
Yes, it is safe. Doterra prides itself on its purity and its quality. And because of those standards that they uphold, Doterra essential oils are superior to any other product on the market. And as such, they can be used safely with ease. The safety and quality and purity is everything. Simply stated, without the quality and the purity that Doterra offers us, we wouldn't be able to confidently commit to you as veterinarians that these oils are safe.
Fantastic.
And effective.
I completely agree. I use the oils with confidence. I know that one of the biggest issues in small animals, and especially in cats, is that they do not do well with synthetics, and they do not do well with adulterated products. So the fact that we're using something that we know is very safe and that doesn't have those risk factors, we've already gotten over that first hurdle of safety in small animals because we are using something that is so pure.
Thank you. Dr. McCaskill?
My cat's come and lick it off.
I have a picture of my daughter, and I wish we had it here today, the cat standing over the diffuser as my theory on this is, it's good enough for me. If you use some common sense, certainly use it for your pets.
Fantastic. What about for our DIYers out there, you know, home cleaning, et cetera, et cetera? Dr. Yamamoto, do you want to speak to that a little bit?
Well, the big concern as a veterinarian is that when we apply the same sort of synthetic product that you can find in your grocery store or local store, and we're applying it on the ground, we're applying it on our counters, think about your dogs, your cats are walking on that, and in turn will probably be ingesting some of that off of their paws after you just cleaned, and here you are trying to make your little home a safer world, but in all reality, that is a potential toxin that's being ingested. Whereas if we're utilizing some of these DIY products, you know, any of the on-guard cleaners, I feel much better about my dogs and cats walking around the house, my children walking around barefoot, because it is safe, and we've proven that it's safe. And even if they do ingest it, I'm okay with that. So I'm all for DIY products because, again, we're utilizing very safe oils and utilizing Doterra products.
Okay, so we've established it's safe to use them ourselves. How about using them on our animals? Dr. Biafrezzo.
Topical use of Doterra essential oils is perfectly safe. In fact, it's a very common way to apply oils readily.
Can you use them daily in your practice?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Dr. Fisher.
Yeah, I agree. I use them daily in my practice topically. I do find that we have to be a little bit more cautious with how we use them. I will use them more as I would use with my 5-year-old daughter, as opposed to using higher concentrations that I would use with myself. So usually I will use things that are about a 1 to 3% solution with pets. So something like 3 to 6 drops in a 10 ml of carrier oil would be my go-to for how I dilute before I apply to the pets.
Okay. Dr. McCaskill.
Safety is always an issue for animals, so no matter what conditions, use good sense, follow the instructions, follow the instructions. As we advance in this program, you'll get more direction, you'll get more good information, but yes, just be careful. It's wonderful, follow the instructions.
Yeah.
My only add to that would be that you know your pets, and that's what it is. And we can sit up here as veterinarians and talk about all of our knowledge, but the reality is you are with them every day. If you are utilizing an essential oil that is deemed safe and your cat is vomiting or your dog's like, nope, I'm walking away, use common sense. You know them. That's them telling you, this one's not working for me. So please understand, you have to take our recommendations, and as this grows, there will be additional recommendations, but you know your pet best.
Fantastic. Well, I'd love to get into some kind of the best oils to use, but you know, we had a post that went up, and there's a lot of questions on the do not use list. One of the top questions was around tea tree or melaleuca. Dr. Rourke, you know, what are your feelings around that?
Andrew, why do you always ask me the hard questions? Melaleuca, tea tree oil, very, very controversial in small animals, right? Totally use it all the time with horses, goats, cattle, chicken, awesome, no problems. But when we're talking about dogs and cats, they have a different type of metabolism than, say, we do, or even other species of animals do. And so it is one that you do need to be a little bit cautious with. I think probably all of us have used melaleuca in our practices in very difficult, specific type of scenarios. However, when we're addressing melaleuca, tea tree oil with the general public, we really have to recommend that since they metabolize it differently, it's excreted from their system. It takes longer to excrete it from their system. And some of the toxicities that we've seen with tea tree oil have to do with purity and potency, as well as this metabolism factor. And so you really need to take that into consideration. And we have so many other beautiful oils, guys. Like, you can totally use something that's a little bit safer as opposed to tea tree oil when you're addressing different situations. And that's really what I would recommend, is maybe just stay away from it. If you're using it at a 1% dilution, you know, once in a while, it's probably going to be okay. But it is one that you do need to be a little bit more careful with, Andrew.
Dr. Fisher, what would you use in its place?
So I typically will use geranium a lot. So anytime that I have a blend that I would use melaleuca with my family or with my daughter, if I'm making the same blend for my pets, I'll usually use geranium instead of that. Or another great one that has a lot of the same properties that we would want from melaleuca, I'll use arbor vitae instead, because it will give me some of those same results. So I feel much more confident recommending in the general public that they use those oils, although I agree with Dr. Rourke. There are certain situations where if I wasn't getting the results, I would use tea tree. But since we have other oils that are so effective, why not use something that we don't have to worry as much about? And so that's my go-to, geranium and arbor vitae.
Okay, thank you. Well, I think we can see here we posted, or Emily posted, some questions to the public, and we literally had thousands come in, and we were, the executive team, we were surprised at the level of excitement amongst so many thousands of people. And so I'm going to hit on some few tips and things that we can really do practically, you know, today with our own pets. Dr. Frezzo, fleas and ticks, that was a big one, a big question that came through. Any practical advice for us on that?
So fleas and ticks are a universal concern among pet owners. And in New Jersey, we have to protect our pets from fleas and ticks all year round. There are several oils that are safe and effective against fleas and ticks. To name a few, arbor vitae, geranium, lemongrass, cedarwood, and rosemary. Now, Doterra has prepared for us a very convenient blend in a spray called Terra Shield, and I recommend this blend commonly. I am confident and comfortable with using Terra Shield in our pets. As far as metabolism, some oils are metabolized a little bit differently than other oils. And so you may need to reapply the Terra Shield periodically to maintain the same level of protection for our pets.
And in application, you know, so you mentioned the oils, so what's the now what's of that?
So how to do it? I would simply mist your pet lightly, and then pet your pet, rub those oils to distribute, particularly on the legs and the underbelly.
Yeah.
Alternatively, some pets might prefer that you put the oils in the palm of your hand. Rub your hands together and then pet. I believe that we should keep the application of essential oils to be really positive. So we want a really positive experience with our pets so that it is welcoming, inviting, and it's a good bonding experience.
Nice. Well, another question that came through, you know, one of the top questions is around anxiety in our pets. And whether it's a 4th of July celebration or maybe an encounter at the local park with perhaps a bigger dog or whatever it might be. Dr. McCaskill, you sent through a lovely video, I think, of your own pet, and how you, demonstration of how you calm your patients in your practice. And I think we have this video coming up here in a few moments. Would you like to sort of talk us through kind of what you do?
Absolutely. Okay, this is my veterinary acupuncture integrative medicine practice in Baton Rouge. This is my pup, and the tech you see is my daughter. So if you'll see, we have a diffuser that runs continuously while we're working. Continuously. We always use serenity and lavender, both calming, work well. If we have a situation where we think we've got a really stressful day, we'll also add frankincense. As you notice, as far as diffusing's number one, we have it going on all the time. Let me make one comment about that. It's not only good for the pet, but it's good for the doctor, it's good for the tech. Right. So it's good for everyone. As far as application to it, you can certainly mix it 1 or 2 drops of coconut oil, 1 or 2 drops of your pure oil, whether it be lavender, for example. I normally get the animal to try to smell it. You can see Khaki as she's turning her head. She wasn't crazy about it. However, you can apply it on the tips of the ears. Make sure you do not apply in the ear. Eyes and ears is a no-no. Eyes and ears is a no-no. And put it on the paws in between the internutrical pads, works well. And if you're going to do it abdominally also, back in those areas, because rapid absorption is a little quicker back there because you don't have the hair. And if you are using the hair, to go against the grain of the hair.
I see, kind of let the animal, you know, kind of
Absolutely.
accept it. Dr. Yamamoto, seasonal threats. I know you're from California. You know, a year of seasonal threats there. Would you like to kind of talk us through? I think the video you sent through of your very own Bella. It's such a cutie.
Absolutely. So, as far as seasonal threats, unfortunately in Southern California we don't have many seasons. So it's kind of year-round. So what I've done here with Bella, prior to this video starting, I had a drop of lemon, peppermint, and lavender, and approximately a half of a tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil. And very similar to what Dr. McCaskill had done with his dog, is applied in between the toes, even on top of the pads, inside the ears, and along the tips, down her backside, working it into the hair, and again along her abdominal area where she tends to have more issues. So in doing this, we're going to be applying potentially 1, 2, 3 times a day for our larger dog. She's approximately 60 pounds. You may want to do a little bit lessened amount or additional dilution for smaller animals. With that same concoction of lemon, lavender, and peppermint, you can do in a veggie capsule for your larger dogs 1 to 2 times a day. With our cats, we change up a little bit. The citrus, we worry about getting ingested with cats. And again, they're very fastidious as far as grooming themselves, so we change the lemon to lemongrass. And we can also incorporate frankincense in cats, very similar to how we did with Bella, just topical application.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Fisher, another question that came through is around cuts and scrapes. I know you work a lot with sport dogs, so you're very familiar with this protocol. Would you like to talk to that?
Absolutely. So a lot of my patients are very agile with the work that they do, but that doesn't mean that they're careful with their body. So I have a lot of my clients put together a little first aid kit for their pets that they carry with them when they're doing a lot of hiking and things like that. And so it will contain a blend that has frankincense and lavender in it. Both of those are very safe for pets and are very great for any sort of small cuts and abrasions because it's very nice and soothing to the skin. It also helps prevent some of that itch feeling that they get that would cause pets to then start lick and chew at themselves, which can make any of those issues a lot worse. And then I'll also like to add in some myrrh because of the cleansing and soothing properties of that. Helichrysum, especially if there's a little bit of bleeding, and because it's so fantastic for skin rejuvenation. And then this is one of the times that I've used geranium as well. So that's a blend that I commonly have people make up. And I don't always use fractionated coconut oil with that blend, just because a lot of times when we are dealing with cuts and scrapes, it's already a little bit moist. So I got a great tip from Janet Rourke about using aloe vera juice. So that's what I would dilute with, and it makes a nice little spray for over those areas.
Fantastic. We had a lot of questions come through around keeping the fur soft, keeping it from drying out, and really just general overall wellness of the animal. Dr. Rourke, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so when we talk about skin health with small animals in particular, but really any animal, including people, we really have to look at the foundation of health, right? Which is, in our Doterra wellness pyramid, our nutrition, right? So the foundation of health is nutrition and gut health, and the same applies for our animal friends as well. So really what I like to do with skin health is address the food, the nutrition part of it, which I could talk for probably 2 hours on that, but I know we're limited on time. So adding supplements like omega-3 supplementation, as well as digestive enzymes. Terrazyme works great for all species, and probiotics as well can really help with that gut health, that foundation of health that's needed to then that it'll actually manifest itself in healthy skin as well.
Okay, and do you advocate any oils in addition, perhaps in the food or topically?
Sure. So overall health, you can add frankincense. Copaiba is a great one. If you are having some digestive issues, obviously digestin is a great go-to as well.
Fantastic. Dr. Yamamoto, do you want to speak to that a little bit?
Sorry, I would say I was very excited about the Copaiba that were introduced to last year, and that's one that I have brought in as well for general health, as Dr. Rourke had mentioned. On Guard is another one, just as far as general immune system support, which also ties into our skin. That's one giant organ, so we want to ensure that everything is put together in addition to the nutrition, omega fatty acids, probiotics, adding in On Guard.
Nice. Well, Dr. Frezzo, you sent through a very cute video of Peanut helping us with some digestive issues or supporting a healthy digestive function. Do you want to talk us through this video?
So Peanut is one of my patients, and he truly enjoys his oil experience. You'll see in this video, he lies down, he's ready, and he asks his mom for his oils, and then he asks for more. Peanut was having some digestive issues, and we corrected his diet, added supplements, and his daily application of Digestin has become quite a routine that he enjoys. He's truly remarkable, and everybody loves him. My clients, his parents, are so happy that he's doing really well.
Loves it.
He truly does. In the end, you'll see he asks for more. He literally does.
And Dr. Fisher, I know also you use extensively the aroma touch technique with your animals and patients.
Yeah, I primarily see a lot of rehab patients, so I'm dealing with pets that are either recovering from surgery, or I see a lot of senior pets, and so if you come to my practice, you're going home with homework. So a lot of times I will get people to do some gentle massage and stretching and range of motion with their pets, and this is a time that Aroma Touch is a fantastic product to use. Not only does it calm the pet, so it allows them to relax a little bit more into letting you manipulate them and do some of the massage, but it also has oils that are very soothing and supporting to the muscular system. So it's one of my favorites to use, from sport dogs to senior dogs.
Fantastic. Well, I think we've spoken a lot about kind of our pets, the smaller animals. Dr. Roque, I know a significant part of your practice is larger animal video. I'd love for you to kind of talk through kind of how you deal with your the horses in your practice.
This is Java. She's a warm blood. She does a venting. So we offer the oil there for her to smell. Licking and chewing is a really positive response to an oil. This is Copaiba. She's licking it off my hand here. And then we're going to apply it topically. So she's adjusting it. That's a layman's response. That's a very positive response to an oil. She loves it. So she, as an eventing horse, she needs some muscle support and joint support. We just apply it topically along her spine like that. And just rub it in. Anybody can do this. You do not have to be a veterinarian to do this. And she just loves it. And this is how we apply it. What I love about our essential oils is that, you know, I know a lot of people were hoping for an animal line, but we can actually use all of our oils with animals, and so I love our blends. DigestZen, so good for horses to support their digestive tract. You know, Aroma Touch to support the joints and muscles of our performance horses, and Breathe to help open up the respiratory tract. Balance, so good for grounding, especially I think Jill Winger's video mentioned Balance and Intune on her horse at horse shows. So really, really good ones to use with horses and large animals in general.
Nice. Dr. Fisher, you mentioned you have a 3-week waiting list. You know, any thoughts or ideas on either talking to our vet about using essential oils or finding, you know, a vet that may use holistic practices?
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully we are getting more veterinarians that are looking at a more holistic view of the body. As he was saying, in our practice, we've been looking for another veterinarian because we're booking so far out. But I think it is still important that people be honest with their veterinarians about what they're using with their pets. I think that if you explain to them that you are using Doterra, that it is a 100% pure product, that you know of other veterinarians that are supporting its use, it sort of helps them to be more open to what you guys are doing at home. And there are other ways that you can seek out holistic veterinarians. If you go to some of the sites like the American Holistic Veterinary Medical Association, you can often find veterinarians there. We will always talk to other veterinarians about how to use the essential oils and how to do that support. And I think that nowadays there are way more veterinarians that are becoming open to it. I've been doing holistic medicine for 14 years, and I can tell you that 14 years ago I did not get any referrals. And now I'm getting lots of referrals from other veterinarians. I'm getting lots of questions about what I do and how it can benefit pets. So I don't think we have to be as worried about being honest with the veterinarian that you're working with about what you're doing with the oils, and hopefully that will get them interested, and they'll look at some of the research, especially with all the new research that Doterra is going to be coming out with. It's going to make it a lot easier for you guys to work with your veterinarians.
Yeah, and I know both, you know, perhaps all of you, but I know Dr. McCaskill, you're kind of sometimes seen as the veterinarian of last resort.
Sorry to say that's correct. A lot of my cases are referral cases, or most of my cases are referral cases, and I'm normally the last guy on the list that they come to. Often I've been able to help so many pets, thank goodness, and often I am the last hope for the owner. So now with the use of a new tool, especially for those pets that can't take the herbs, or you can't even acupuncture the animal, hopefully we'll be able to introduce the Doterra essential oils as a backup plan. And I can't say enough, I'm so excited about having a new tool in my toolbox.
Great. Dr. Fezzo, any closing thoughts?
I'd like to leave you with a sense of peace, that the Doterra essential oils are perfectly safe. They are at your fingertips. You have the power and the ability within your homes to care for your pets, to care for your entire family with a really valuable, effective, safe product.
Fantastic. Dr. Yamamoto, any
just say in regards to, I know there are going to be a lot of questions about safety and things of that nature. And one of the things too is as you are introducing oils into your pets, I would recommend maybe you start with one oil at a time and just assess, what does my pet think about this? And then you can add in additional. So it's something where, kind of like with yourselves, you're figuring out what works best for me versus what's working best for Larry, those kinds of things. Your pets are going to be the same way. So baby steps, and then you're going to get to a point where you are utilizing them every day just as you are on yourself. So be patient, it will happen.
Great. Well, if you found this helpful,